Good. Welcome back to our channel. I am Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College, Patna, Department of IT. Today in Java video series, today I'll be talking about the very interesting topic related to constructor, that is constructor overloading. That means how we are going to overload constructor. That means how single constructor can be existed in multiple form, and that will be called at the time of creating an object. Right. So first of all, we'll understand what is Java constructor overloading. It is a kind of a technique in which a class can have any number of constructors that differs in parameter list. Right. The compiler differentiates these constructors by taking into account the number of parameters in the list and their data types. Right. So in order to understand it better, I'll be taking you to my console where I can demonstrate it live. Right. So let me share my screen. So I hope you people are able to see my screen. In the previous video, we discussed about the default constructor. Right. In today's video, we are going to talk about how we can overload this constructor. So in this previous video, we talked only we had a default constructor. That means the constructor without having any parameter. So now I'm going to write two more constructor with different number of parameters, right? So I'm going to write one more constructor having only one parameter. So write demo followed by one parameter like int a, and then I'll put a body out here. That means this constructor will be called whenever you are going to create an object of demo class with one integer value. That means the value which you are going to pass as a parameter, that has to be stored on a first instance variable called value1, right? So what I can do is I can initialize the value of a with instance variable called value1. So right here, value1 equal to, this has to be initialized with a value called a, right? And for the understanding purpose, I'm going to write a user-defined message inside this constructor. So here I can modify the previous one, that is inside here I can write first constructor. Now the same statement I'll be putting it inside one parameter constructor. So this is the another constructor, that is I can write here a message called second constructor, right? Now apart from that, I'm going to create one more constructor, and that constructor will have two parameters, right? So what I'll do is just I'll create another constructor with two parameters, demo. Then I'll be having two parameters, int a, comma, int b, right? That means this constructor will be called automatically whenever you are going to create an object of demo class with exactly two integer values. What I wanted is whatever value we will supply here, that should be initialized with both the instance variable called value1 and value2. So value1 is getting initialized with a. Likewise, value2 is getting initialized with a variable, parameter variable is b, right? So you can notice out here inside this class, we are having three constructors. The first constructor without any parameter. So this will be called automatically whenever you are going to create an object of demo class without passing any argument. This second constructor which we have created, having exactly one parameter. That means whenever you create an object of demo class exactly with one numeric value, So this second constructor will be called. And if you are going to create an object of demo class with exactly two integer value, so this constructor will get called up because it has two parameters, right? So here I can define the similar kind of message in the two argument constructor. But here I can just do the modification. And here I can say inside third constructor because this is the third constructor in a row. Now, how this constructor will be called? So friends, if you create an object like this, since at the time of creating an object, we are not passing any parameter, so matching to this, we are having a constructor with no parameter, that is this. This is going to be called. Now, whenever you are going to create an object with exactly one parameter, so this second one will be called. Let's say I'm going to create another object. Let's say I write demo p1 equal to demo. But within this, I'm going to pass a parameter like, let's say 20. Let's say 30. Already for 10 and 20 we have 30, right? Or I'm going to pass it as, or let it be 30. So here you can notice at the time of creating an object of demo class, exactly one integer value I'm going to pass. So matching to this signature, we have a one constructor written in a class is this. So this is going to be called up, right? Now, we can have another object of a demo class, demo, let's say G2. Then we create another object of the same demo class. But this time we are having another list of parameters like we write 40, 50. So whenever we create an object like this, so it is going to our JVM is going to search for a constructor having exactly two parameters of integer type. So obviously matching to that, we are having a third constructor written out here. So the value of 40 will be copied on A, the value of 50 will be copied on B, and those 40 and 50 will be supplied respectively to value 1 and value 2 variable. Now, in order to display those contents, so obviously already we have displayed the content of first default parameter object. Now, similarly, I'll be calling d1 dot display. So this is going to display the content of d1 object. Then we write d2 dot display. So this is going to call object which has been referred by a name called d2, right? So we need to save this file. Now I'll be going for compilation of this program. So in order to see the display window of this, I'm going to share another screen, right? So I'm going to share my screen. I think you people are able to see the screen available out here. Here, I need to compile same demo.java file. So I'll go for Java C followed by name of the class that is called demo.java. It has got some error. So there is a spelling mistake. DIS is missing out here. So let me correct it. Now we'll recompile it again. Now there is no error. So I'll run this program by writing a Java followed by demo. So now you can see all three constructors got executed. Inside first constructor, inside second constructor, inside third constructor. This is the output which we are getting for the first constructor. This is the output which we are going to get from the second constructor because In the second constructor, we had only one parameter. That means we have supplied the value for value 1, but we have not supplied a value for value 2. That is why this value 2 is showing the default value as 0. And for the third object, we have passed two parameters. The first parameter was 40, and second parameter was 50. So 40 got copied on a variable called value 1, and 50 got copied on value of variable 2 as a value of variable 2. Right. So this is all about your concept of constructor. Right. So now, if you like this particular video, please do click on like button. And if you are very new to this particular channel, please click on subscribe button as well as notification or notify bell icon. So whenever I upload my video, automatically you'll get the notification and you'll be able to see it. Now, if you have any sort of questions, doubts, or queries related to this particular video content, so you can post your queries inside the comment section. So the moment I'll be receiving your comment, I'll try to respond back as soon as possible. So thanks a lot for watching this video again. So I'll be posting another video on the static variable as well as static method. So wait for next video. Bye from now.